Hey nail bosses, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a full set of acrylic nails. As you guys know, I've been really busy working on the building, and so I always have paint on my nails and it was pointless for me to do my nails. But my boyfriend's birthday was coming up and I was throwing him a surprise party, which ended up actually being my surprise proposal or engagement party. I had no clue, but these are the nails that I did. So I'm just going to be doing a very simple and classy ombre with a glittery white and nude. So of course the first thing that I'm doing is just going in with a 180 sanding band, and I'm just removing the shine from my entire nail, of course going all the way around that cuticle area, and then just following the rest of my nail. And just a little reminder that whenever you're removing the shine, we're literally just getting rid of that shine. We don't want to thin the nail down, so you want to make sure that you're really careful while you're doing this, and also making sure that you have your e-file at a good speed to where it's not going too fast or too slow. And for this set, I am using my Macart Flawless Pro e-file, and I am using it at about 5,000 RPMs. But just remember that all e-files are different, so just adjust the speed to whatever you feel comfortable using it at. But again, just going in and going around the cuticle area. And I know, like I said, it's been a super long time since I've done my nails to where I'm actually keeping them. A lot of the time I just do my nails for content, but I am going to be doing both my right and my left hand. So when I'm doing my right hand with my left hand, I obviously do the exact same thing. I still keep my e-file on forward. I just try to be a little bit more careful, and I do work a little bit slower. And of course, because it's been so long, I feel like it did not take me that long. I was expecting for the set to take me a pretty long time because I hadn't done my own nails in a while, but it wasn't bad at all. But same thing, just going around the cuticle area and then just following the rest of the nail. And I'm still using my e-file at 5,000 RPMs. Now, after I finish removing the shine, I'm going to go in with my tips. Now, I want to do like an almond shape, and the only almond shape nails that I had were these press-on nails. So I'm going to do it the lacy way, and I'm just going to be cutting these into tips. And y'all, when I say like I was so short on time, like we had been trying to finish the building for the party and I just literally had not had time. And so I just sat down very quickly this day and started doing my nails, and I just needed something to save me a little bit more time. So I found these nail tips and they were literally the perfect shape, but they were press-ons, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do press-ons. And then I was like, well, I can just cut them. So that's what I ended up doing. As you guys can see, they look pretty good. So I'm just making sure that they still fit exactly from sidewall to sidewall. After that, I just cut it down to the length of what like a actual like nail tip would be. And then same thing, just applying the KDS glue, placing it on my nail, and that is it. So I'm gonna do that on all of the nails, and then I'm gonna move on to the next step. Alrighty, y'all, so I finished applying the nail tips and this is what they look like. Again, those were the Model 1 soft gel nail tips. After that, I'm just going to go in with my 180 sanding band again, and I'm just going to basically blend the nail tip right in the middle. They were a little bit thick right in that middle part where the natural nail and the tip meets, so that's why I'm just going in and blending it in. That way there's not like a hump right there. But this step is really nice and quick, literally just going in and following that middle part. So after I finish blending the nail tips, I dust my nails off, and then I'm going in with the dehydrator, applying that on the entire nail. And the dehydrator basically just gets rid of any of those oils left on your nail. And then I'm gonna go in with the primer, and basically the primer just helps the acrylic adhere a lot better to the natural nail. And so I'm just doing the same thing, just applying that over the natural nail. Up next, we're going to go in with the acrylic. So I'm going to be using my NC monomer, and then I'm also going to be using my peach odor out drops, which basically just help reduce the smell or the odor of the monomer and gives it a more pleasant smell of peaches. And I also have it in the scent rose. I'm going to be using my number 14 brush. As always, before I start using my brush, I just dip it into my monomer and wipe it off a few times, and then it's ready to be used. So again, I'm going to be doing just an ombre with this glittery white, which is in the shade Snow White. It is a part of my, I believe it was a part of my Christmas collection, which is still available. And then I'm going to be using the color No Tan Lines, which is a part of my spring collection. And of course, these colors can be purchased individually or in the collection, but I did the white at the tip first. Then I'm coming in with the No Tan Lines acrylic color, placing it closer to the cuticle area, and then just blending it down towards the middle. I'm going in and placing another bead. As you guys can see, I always place that cuticle bead as close as I can to the cuticle, but not to where it's on the actual skin. And then I start doing all of my brushing and blending and all that good stuff. But just a little reminder that especially when you're working with ombre, you want to make sure that you're really gentle, because if you start brushing really rough, you're going to brush that product all the way down the nail, and it's going to take away from the ombre effect. So again, be very gentle when you're working, and then also making sure that of course you're wiping your brush off a lot as you're working. That way the acrylic does not get stuck on your brush. But after I did the white and the nude, then I'm going in with my clear to just encapsulate the two colors and just placing it over the entire nail. And y'all, when I say like the nail looked really good, with the nail tips that I use, I feel like it, even though I didn't have to apply too much acrylic, like I still had a really nice apex and thickness at the tip, and it just gave my nail a really nice structure. So I'm gonna basically do the same thing on all of the nails. So again, just doing the white at the tip, placing it down, blending it right in the middle, making sure that it's all nice and even, and then doing the nude at the back. After the two colors are well blended, we're going to go in and just do the clear to encapsulate the two colors. And then also just a little reminder that as I'm working, I am using the Viva paper towels, which are the signature cloth paper towels, to wipe off my my brush, which is really important, because y'all, like, I promise you, if you don't use a good paper towel, the product is going to get stuck on your brush a lot. Like, I've even seen people where they use, like, I'm pretty sure you guys seen it, but the little pink, like, they're actually supposed to be like the little paper towels they use at the tattoo shops to to put underneath their workstation or like on their little tray. Is not meant for you to actually wipe your brush on. You need something that's going to suck up all of that liquid and product that's in your brush. So I definitely highly recommend that you use either the Viva paper towels or even the Blue Mechanic paper towels that they sell in the automotive section at any store really. So definitely please look into those, because if your brush is getting really dirty while you're working and you're not using those two paper towels, most likely that is the reason why, y'all. Is so important. But as you guys can see, my acrylic powders are going on so flawlessly, like literally this set was super easy to do. I promise you guys that I thought that it was going to take me a long time because it's been a super long time since I've done my nails, but I feel like this was probably the fastest set that I've done on myself in a while. And of course, just because the acrylic was laying on so flawlessly and so smooth and buttery, it literally gave me no problems at all. So if you haven't checked out my acrylic line, be sure to click the link down below in the description to check it out. Alrighty, but now I'm doing my right hand with my left hand, and I'm basically doing the exact same thing. Now for me, I've been able to do my right hand with my left hand for a while now, but it definitely does take practice. I know sometimes what I feel like helps me is if I pick up the bead of acrylic with my right hand and then just switch the brush over to my left hand, because I used to have a hard time trying to keep like the correct liquid to powder ratio, but now I do a lot better with doing that. But you just have to find little things here and there that help you kind of make the process a lot easier. But other than that, the whole process is still the same. But for this hand, I'm just going to go ahead and do all of the white tips first, and then I'm going to come in and do the nude and the clear to encapsulate them. Alrighty, so this is what the nails look like after the acrylic application. Literally look perfect. I probably should have considered doing these nails matte because that's really cute. You can still see the little glitter sparkling and everything. But anyways, next we're going to go in with my 8080 Get Nail 32 hand file, and we're just going to be reshaping the nails. Of course, they're already that almond shape, but we're just going to go in and redefine that shape. So I'm just filing both sides, and then I'm just going to file the tip as well to kind of round it out a little bit. And of course, when you're doing the almond almond shape. You can make it as narrow or wide as you want, depending on if you want more of like a rounded almond or just like an almond, but I wanted more of that almond shape. So again, this is the 8080 hand file, and we're just reshaping those nails. Alrighty, so after we finish reshaping the nails, I'm going in with my 5-in-1 extra fine tapered drill bit. And y'all, when I say that this drill bit has literally made my job and my life so much easier. Like, I've been doing nails for 10 years and I don't think that my cuticle area on any set ever has looked this good. Like, it literally was absolutely perfect. And I'm not even like, y'all, I'm dead serious. Like, it looks so good. And it is an extra fine tapered drill bit, so I didn't have to worry about it cutting me or anything. So I was able to get really, really close to my cuticle. And then of course I was still able to do all of my other filing on the nail. Just a little reminder, I think I've done a video about it before, but this is my 5-in-1 drill bit, so it is perfect for, of course, filing acrylic like I'm doing here. You're able to reshape reshape nails because the lower, like as it gets closer to the bottom of the drill bit, it does get a little bit more coarse, so you are able to reshape nails using this drill bit, remove gel polish, file down acrylic. So it's literally a 5-in-1. Like, this is the only drill bit that you need, and it will make your job a million times easier, I promise you guys. So I'll be sure to leave the link down below for anyone that decides to try it out. But y'all, like, my nails look so good, and you'll be able to see because the cuticle area just looks so flawless. Alrighty, so after I finished doing all of the filing with the e-file, which I forgot to mention, but I was using it at 8,000 RPMs. But now I'm going in with the buffer, and this is going to just get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. And after I finish buffing them, I'm just gonna go in and just wash my hands or dust them off and then wash my hands, and then we'll be able to go in with a top coat. Now, you guys know that I love my rhinestones, and it was so hard for me to not put any on this set, but like I said, I had a feeling that these were gonna be my engagement party because my fiance, they were kind of not throwing hints, but they were slipping up saying stuff throughout the planning process. Because like I said, I thought I was planning his surprise birthday party, but he actually was planning me a surprise engagement party. So we'll have a story time about that. But anyways, I just didn't want to do too much, so I decided to just leave them how they were and just do a gel top coat. So I'm using my anti-gel top coat, which is super shiny, so definitely recommend you guys check that out as well. But I'm just going to be doing the top coat on all of them, and then of course just curing for 60 seconds. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you guys can see, they turned out absolutely beautiful. I love me a just clean looking ombre set, and this definitely is just that. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like the nails, and that is it for today's video. So I will see you guys next time.